it's been a very frustrating recent run for the Lakers.
for our Lakers. Yep.
Right? It's not it hasn't been fun.
It's the same as
What
the
do
Ateneo Blue Eagles, man. We start out with so much promise. Um, you know, every offense was clicking. We were looking at ridiculous numbers from Luca, from Austin Reeves, and now it kind of died down a little bit. And we've seen a lot. We've seen there's disarray in the locker room right now,
yeah.
and
I mean,
we saw that after the Phoenix game when we got beat by 20. Oh no, after the Houston game we got beat by 23. And JJ's like, oh, there's some players here who don't want to hold themselves accountable. Practice is gonna be uncomfortable, and stuff like that. And then you see the clip of practice the next day, and you see people like doing trick shots and like, okay, where's the urgency and all of this, and then okay, like they responded with a win against who they beat, Sacramento.
mm,
They responded with a win against Sacramento, and then last night or 2 nights ago they lost again by 22 to the Pistons.
but
And
to be
granted, the
fair to
Pistons
them,
are
Lakers was
a
kind of
great
fighting.
team.
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham is amazing. But it's like this up and down thing. It's this inconsistency that's kind of plaguing the Lakers right now. So
Stop beating around the bush. What are you trying to
right.
say?
Man, like what's that's okay. We started out with LeBron James as playing off of Luca. He's unstoppable in the catch and shoot. But now it's kind of like I don't know. You have the numbers to kind of show it, but it's just that his presence, while he adds that other talented player in the starting lineup, it's the mentality again that's killing us. You showed me a few days ago this clip of LeBron James against Houston driving, or against Phoenix even, driving to the basket. He doesn't get called for a foul. He complains to the referee. He's jumping up and down like he's complaining. On the other end, we see someone from the Suns taking an open three. His man, his own defensive
Yep.
man. That's the mentality that's draining the energy out of the Lakers. You know?
I we did say that the
Mhm.
return was successful,
Yeah,
and it was.
it was.
It
Yeah.
was at first because
Mhm.
what I saw with how they utilized LeBron was that he kind of looked similar to how the Warriors would utilize Draymond.
Draymond Green, yeah. Hmm.
He was more of a glue. He was more of a connecting piece,
Hmm.
really. And then it it was great because during transition they would push the ball a lot and give it to LeBron because that's where he's best.
Hmm.
But in the half court, what would happen is that the offense would shift towards more of a Luca Austin kind of
Right.
offense, where they're
Yeah.
just everyone is moving and
Right.
everyone's setting screens.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cuts. There's movement on the off ball
Mhm.
side
Right.
and the weak side of the balls. So it's just everyone was being used, and you can see that. I'm gonna use this word a lot. There's a lot of joy in playing the
Hmm.
game.
Right.
But that was when LeBron was starting to ramp up. I believe that was one of the worries that people were saying that
Right.
what's going to happen to this Lakers team's joy of basketball
Yeah.
because we know that LeBron will adjust to a situation. He's the
Right.
smartest player that I've ever seen play.
Yeah.
Okay, from a basketball IQ perspective, LeBron James is number one.
Right.
I would put him at number one just because of how he
Hmm.
sees the game.
Hmm.
Okay, but there was always that other side of the coin we're in. We know that LeBron is not shy. Look. The man has got chosen one tattooed on his back.
Right.
Okay, this is a man who calls himself the GOAT.
Yep.
This is a man who puts the crown on his head as a
Mhm.
celebration. This is a man who has lived this life as this poster boy, right?
Right.
From when he was young, people were on his nuts.
Hmm.
You know what? He was this is a guy who has been
Hmm.
put on this pedestal when he was since he was young.
Yep.
I don't fault him for this, to be honest with you. But what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is that his ego is just on a different level. It's why
Hmm.
he didn't take a pay cut last time to get Clay.
Right.
It was why he didn't take a pay cut to open up the non-taxpayer mid-level exception so the Lakers can keep Dorian Finney-Smith and add new pieces.
It was
And
why
this,
his. It was why he pulled strings to get to orchestrate that Westbrook trade.
yep,
Yep.
it was so there's no doubt that, and this is kind of similar, the similar situation to last year where they had this offense where AD it was the hub,
Yeah.
where AD was the revolving door for the offense, and then eventually they changed that.
Yep.
That I noticed that, and now this year's kind of similar. So
Hmm.
when they had that Luca, I'll just call it the fun offense.
Yeah.
When they had that Luca AR fun offense, and then now they changed it to
Yep.
having LeBron more of a secondary playmaker behind Luca, which
Right.
I don't know, maybe was the original plan to begin with.
Hmm.
But look, what has happened is pretty evident. The
Yep.
Lakers have played with less energy. The Lakers are a lot more lethargic on the ball, as you
Hmm.
saw in those Suns games where, because the Suns play with high energy,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. 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 Hmm.
And you can see that the Lakers do not do that anymore. When
No.
LeBron was out, they were playing with a lot of energy to start
Right.
games, and I was
Yeah.
surprised. But when now recently, you can see that the old habits come back,
And
wherein
the defense is atrocious right now. The defense is horrible. Like with the Lakers, they've been giving up consistently 120, 130 points a game. If you're JJ Redick, you shouldn't be happy about giving up 130 points a game.
yeah, I mean,
You know,
look, they really don't have a lot of defensive players there. I gotta give
right?
it to them right now. So Luca's
Hmm.
horrible.
Hmm.
Austin is horrible.
Yeah,
Rui is horrible. LeBron
right,
is horrible in defense.
right.
So that's 4 out of 5 starters that you have
Hmm.
that are bad on defense,
They're bad. Yeah, yeah,
and that's why they started Marcus Smart now,
right.
right? So I don't. I agree with you that defense is bad. My what I'm where I'm coming
Hmm.
from is that I expect it to be bad, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. Wherein
Yeah. Hmm.
they just look. There were so many plays where LeBron was just ball watching. Everyone was just ball
That's the
watching.
thing, That's the thing. You can be overall not a good defensive player, but gosh, at least move your feet. At
Yeah,
least get your hands up. You know.
right. LeBron is such a cone right now on defense.
No.
He's just.
Yeah.
I saw so many plays where people would just blow by him
Yeah.
with no resistance at all.
Yeah.
Luca at least tries to play defense.
Yes.
Austin at least tries
Mhm.
to play defense,
Yeah.
but you don't see that energy with LeBron.
And this is the problem that I see with the Lakers. All right. Now, LeBron is 41. He's the elder statesman of the team. Even if we know that this is Luca's team, we know that from player 1 to player 15 on that roster, you're still going to be looking up to LeBron James
Mm.
because he's one of the greatest of all time. You're still going to be looking up to him. So if you're a young player on that team and you see him ball watching, not giving a shit on defense, you see the body language. Kendrick Perkins pointed this out in First Take a few days ago. You see the body language, you see just ball watching, you see the complaining, you see that we've I remember when I was starting on the working world, I attended this talk, and this guy and this talk was about attitudes, mindset. It was very self help, and I remember this like this guy telling us in the room, you know, throughout your career, throughout your personal life, you're gonna be running into people who I call energy vampires. They're gonna suck the energy out of you. They're gonna demotivate you. It could be it could be a coworker, it could be an employer, it could be a family member, it could be a friend. People will just demotivate you and suck the life out of you. And I hate to say this, man. LeBron James is the Lakers' energy vampire right now.
I was just gonna say that. I mean,
I can't.
they
I
they
mean, it's evident.
may
It shows. It just shows.
they kind of painted Russell Westbrook as that guy.
No, not
But
even.
now that
No.
we've seen it, I think
Yeah.
people is trying to. I've seen it. Okay, I've seen it
Mhm.
before. Okay, I was just not saying it a lot, but
Mm.
I don't think Russell Westbrook was the vampire in that locker room.
Look at him at Sacramento right now. Like,
Right? I
yeah,
don't think
yeah.
I don't think Russell Westbrook was the vampire in that
For all of
locker room. No.
Russell Westbrook's mistakes on offense, he jacks up a lot of shots. He's gonna force a lot of shots. He moves his feet on defense. He's gonna give you 100% energy all the way. He's gonna shuffle his feet. He's gonna put his hands up. He's gonna move.
So I think LeBron James was the real vampire in that locker room all along. I think that I agree with you.
No.
It is what it is. You've seen it because look, them blowing leads, them playing bad in the third quarter,
Hmm.
that has persisted since 2018. That hasn't happened just magically.
Yeah.
I remember during the Frank Vogel years where
Hmm.
they would have a big lead and choke it in the third quarter because
Yeah.
they started off with such a low energy.
Hmm.
And people have been just blaming it on the coach, blaming
Hmm.
it on the players, but never saw the fact that
Yeah.
their leader, LeBron, wasn't playing with energy.
Yeah. And it
And
rubs
and,
off. It
and
rubs off on the team.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
it does, right? It's just this is your number one player. This is your quote, well, not mine, but their goat.
Mm.
This is that player giving that energy and effort, and
Hmm. Yeah.
it rubs off on people,
Yeah.
right? So you're not, why are you gonna be inspired to play hard when you see this guy who's
Hmm.
the number two or number one, whoever, depending on who you ask,
Right.
is playing like that?
Yeah.
Why? It's
Yeah.
just not gonna happen. And
Hmm.
they were playing with so much energy when LeBron was out.
Yeah.
Right? They were playing with so much joy and
Hmm.
so much energy when LeBron was
Hmm.
out, and suddenly when he comes back, now it's becoming like this.
Yeah.
I was hoping that this wouldn't happen, but I think
Right.
it was just a matter of time because
It's just a matter of
again,
time. Yeah.
LeBron is old, right? He
Mm.
cannot physically exert that much effort on defense while being able to
Yeah.
keep up the offense that he has,
Hmm.
and his ego will not let him. He was averaging what 14, 15 points a game when he
Right.
first came back.
Yeah.
Right, he's
Yeah.
up to 20 something now, which is fine, but
Yeah.
that's still below LeBron standards.
Hmm.
And he cannot expend so much energy in defense if he wants those numbers to stay
Hmm.
as they are.
Right.
He wants those numbers to go up. Number one,
Yeah.
all right. He's
Yeah.
not gonna. I don't think he wants to average what he's averaging
But
now
yeah.
at the end of the season.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, as a fan, as a fan of the Lakers and basketball, as it's meant to be played, if as if what I want to see ideally, and I know this is not going to happen because of his ego, I want to see if we know that LeBron James cannot do the stuff he used to do when he was 20 now. So I would rather see him exert that effort on defense, knowing that you're no longer able to do the stuff you used to do on offense. So I would rather see you put that effort in the on the defensive end because that's where we need
Mm.
the help right now. And you look at Luca, you look at Austin, they're not really highly rated defensive players, but at least they have their hands up, they're moving their feet. You want to see that with and LeBron James exert more effort on the defensive end, knowing that he's no longer the same offensive player he is right now.
And here's the
Yeah.
sad part, right? If LeBron just plays a little bit of defense,
Hmm.
he's actually the Lakers' best defensive player. That's how bad this defense is, and
Right.
that's how bad the Lakers need LeBron to be in that kind of mode. But
Yeah.
Again, I don't think his ego will allow him to play like that.
Mm.
The best role for LeBron at this stage in the game is to be like a Draymond Green for
Mm.
this team.
Right.
And shit like what Rich Paul just mentions isn't gonna help.
Yeah.
I'll let you go with that. So Rich Paul has his own podcast with, I
Yeah.
believe, Max Kellerman. Shout out
Yeah.
Max Kellerman, by the way.
Shout out Max
One of my
Kellerman. Yep.
favorite. He's one of my favorite announcers.
Yeah.
Did you know
Oh
that he
yeah.
used to rap too?
No way.
Yeah. He used to rap.
What?
He has a song out. It's actually not too bad. Okay,
Wow.
I
Wow.
think
Mm.
I'll try to find a song and send it
Yeah.
over offline.
Yeah.
But the guy can rap. I gotta say,
Uh-huh.
it's a fun listen to. But yeah, so
Interesting.
um, what do you think about just talk about Rich Paul and what the bullshit that he said? Go for it.
Well, I don't. I can't really quote him on what he said, but he said something along the lines of, "Oh, LeBron's doing everything for the Lakers right now. Offense and defense. Like um, let me see. I want to try to see if we can.
So
Yeah.
basically, what he said is, I hate it, but what he said was, he thinks that Austin Reeves should get more of the Manu Ginobili role.
Okay.
Basically, saying that he should come off the bench.
Uh huh.
So in passing, LeBron is gonna get more um,
Mm-hmm.
responsibilities on offense. Is basically what that is. They think that the Lakers' top two players should be Luca and LeBron, and they should
Mm-hmm.
be playmaking, and Austin should be put into the Manu Ginobili role, which I think is pretty crap,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I like Austin is on a contract year right now.
Right.
He's gonna be paid. We mentioned that he's gonna
Mm.
be paid. It's just a matter of how much.
Yep.
And I think Rich Paul saying this stuff just shows why the Lakers clutch connection has to be severed
The
eventually.
scary thing is that he pulls some strings. He's supposed to be LeBron James' agent, but we know that he pulls some of the Lakers strings because of
Yeah,
that power.
yeah, he
You
works
know.
with LeBron. We
Yeah.
we know who Rich Paul's boss is. We
Yeah.
know who owns Clutch. It's not
Yeah.
Rich Paul.
It's LeBron.
Okay,
Yeah.
right? Whatever Rich Paul says is for
Mhm.
the benefit of LeBron.
Yep.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I this is such a big conflict of interest, if you ask
Yeah.
me, but
Oh,
it is what it
absolutely.
is. I don't want to
Yeah.
talk about that, but I think it's time for Clutch and the Lakers to part ways, and I think
Yeah.
that's gonna happen
Exactly.
soon.
Exactly. And I
This
will I will ask you this question that Kendrick Perkins pointed out a few days ago. Has the Lakers and LeBron James relationship run its course?
It's done. I mean, I believe
Yeah.
that for a while. I
Right.
think it's been
Right.
it's
Yeah.
that relationship has
Mhm.
finished since LeBron forced the Russell Westbrook trade. That was the
Yeah.
straw that broke the camel's back for me. And
Right.
we know that LeBron's input has been very integral with the building of this team. He's the reason
Mhm.
why AD's there.
Yep.
He's the reason why some Russell Westbrook was there. A lot
Right.
of roster moves was made with LeBron's input
Mhm.
and or blessing.
Right.
We can even argue that JJ Redick being hired is a LeBron
Oh,
thing.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the question
Mhm.
is, has it run its course? Yeah, I think
Yep.
the moment that Luca signed that contract, that extension, signaled the end of the relationship between the Lakers and LeBron.
Mhm.
Number one, they didn't even offer him an extension.
Yeah.
Right? During this time, they would bend over backwards to get him to sign.
Right.
That's the reason why his son
Mhm.
is on the team.
Mhm.
Okay, that they used that as a tool to get him to sign an
Right.
extension. That eventual 1+1 that they LeBron signed.
Mhm.
Now he opted into that +1 year, and the Lakers haven't offered him a contract yet,
Right.
and they shouldn't.
Yeah.
LeBron is no longer a max player. Correct me if I'm
No.
wrong, but he's no
He's no
longer a max
longer.
player.
No. No more. No. He's no longer a max player. No. 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 No.
Right?
Yeah.
Look, if you just look at the numbers, 20 points, Uh, four, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. That's his numbers right now. Is
Mhm.
It's down across the board.
Across the board, yeah.
His defensive rating is a career low.
Low, yeah.
It's a career worst. Right? It's a career
Mhm.
worst. His true shooting percentage is down. His efficiency rating is down. Everything is down. It's just, again, this is father time coming for LeBron
Right.
James, and it's time really.
Yeah.
The Lakers are
Mhm.
in their right minds to not offer him a max because he's no longer a max player.
More, yeah.
Look, correct me if I'm wrong. The Lakers cannot fully rebuild and retool as long as LeBron James is there.
100%.
Yes or no?
100%. Yep.
Right? It's
Yep.
it's it's not gonna happen. LeBron has to go in order for the Lakers to improve.
Yep.
I don't think. Let's talk about the trade scenarios later, but
Okay. Yeah.
I do think, again, we kind of predicted he's gonna retire this year.
Hmm.
I'm kind of split on that. I don't think that's happening anymore because I think he's
No,
the kind of
there's no,
guy who
hints. There's no nothing. Yeah.
I think he's the kind of guy who would want a
Yeah.
farewell tour,
Yep.
right? I don't think he's gonna be that his ego is just too big. I think he's just
Hmm.
gonna ask for that.
Hmm.
He wants the whole season to be dedicated to him. That's my guess. So it might not be year 23.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mm.
So I don't think he's gonna announce his retirement soon, and
Mm.
that sucks if you're the Lakers because you
Yeah.
cannot plan ahead,
Yeah.
right? So with Luca signing, I think it just signaled the fact that this marriage is done.
Yeah.
LeBron's gonna go. It's either he's
Yep.
gonna retire silently.
Hmm.
I don't know. That's still a possibility,
Hmm.
or he's gonna force his way to another team
Yeah.
because the Lakers can't and shouldn't be paying him the max.
Yep.
My opinion is that you shouldn't be paying LeBron with cap space.
Hmm.
You should be paying LeBron with your exception.
Yes.
There's gonna be insane.
Hmm.
An insane suggestion is
Hmm.
just pay him the mid-level exception.
Yeah.
Just pay him that. I don't mind LeBron in
Aim the
that.
mid.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's great value.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of does he want that?
Yeah.
Because if he wants to catch rings, if he wants rings, then that's the path that he's got to
That's the
take.
thing is. The thing is, if he wants to catch rings, if they were playing at the highest level right now, the Lakers would be the perfect place for him to win number five. You know, with the way with the way Luca and Austin were playing at the start of the year, we were content. We were contenders, and this, if we could only just manage that ego and put it aside, you would be winning You would have that big chance to win number five with this team right now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
people are just too scared of
yeah,
OKC.
yeah,
Right?
hmm,
This is still LeBron James, one of the smartest
yeah,
players ever.
hmm,
If you can get him to buy into a role where he's facilitating the offense like that
right,
from as a third option, right?
hmm,
As someone who's just being the glue for
yeah,
your two quote unquote stars, then they can win something.
yeah,
But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he's either gonna leave
hmm,
for another team or he's gonna be retiring. But he's
right,
not gonna be traded.
hmm,
Although I do have
hmm,
I saw a potential trade proposal
hmm,
that might. I want to see your thoughts on this one now.
yeah,
The Warriors are pretty. So just to preface this, the Warriors are pretty. I think there's a rumor that the Warriors might trade Jonathan Kuminga and
Kuminga,
Draymond Green for Anthony Davis.
ooh,
Okay, the only holdup is that
Dallas, mm,
the only holdup is they don't want to trade Draymond Green.
mm,
Okay, that's the preface to this.
mm.
The main question is that would a trade that includes Moses Moody and Draymond Green, would the Warriors bite or the Lakers bite if they do a LeBron for that trade? So it's a trade between the Lakers and the Warriors. The Warriors send out Draymond Green and Moses Moody, and the Lakers send out LeBron James. Is that something that how possible do you think that would be, and what would be the impact on the Lakers in that case?
What if we count? What if there's a counter offer? You add a third team to the mix: the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis.
let's not make it too
Yeah, I
complicated.
know.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
No,
let
okay.
let let's
Let's
do that
the
basic one
Warriors
first.
Lakers. Yeah.
What if the Warriors and Lakers do this? Right,
Moses Moody.
LeBron goes to the Warriors. He plays with Curry and Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
They instantly become contenders. What would the Lakers take for this? What would they go for?
Oh my goodness. So they want to put Curry, Jimmy Butler, and LeBron together. Um. All right. Let's see. Let's see who the Warriors got.
So from a salary perspective,
Hmm.
we all know LeBron James is expiring this year.
Right.
He's probably going to ask for an extension, probably a max.
Uh huh.
I don't think
Right.
the Warriors have any problems paying that or wanting to go for that
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
they just gave Jimmy Butler that horrible extension.
Right.
And for the Lakers, well, you get the LeBron that you wanted, right?
Yep.
The Draymond Green has been pretty decent this year,
Right.
but he's going to be your glue. And Moses Moody is a good, decent three and D option that you can get off your bench.
Ooh. Man,
So what do you think about that potential trade?
can because LeBron's like what he's making like 50 something million right now.
Yeah, I mean the Warriors are not going to care about what that number is. The care
Yeah.
is that the contract. Like Draymond has a player option for next year, which he'd be crazy to decline. So
Mhm.
you can expect Draymond, but Draymond's only making $23 million. Okay, that's essentially almost half of what
Mm.
more than half of what LeBron makes.
Is Kuminga gonna be part of this?
I don't think he's gonna be.
I don't
Draymond's
think so.
salary is
Yeah.
pretty huge, so
I would take Draymond, Moses Moody, GP2, and probably Buddy Hield.
wow, he's asking for a lot. That's but do the Warriors want to do this? Do they want to break up? Because Draymond and Curry are tied to the hip, right?
LeBron.
They're
Yeah.
essentially
Oh, that's the question. Yeah.
right.
They're
That's
tied to
kind
the hip.
because the potential holdup
Yeah.
for an Anthony Davis trade is that the
Mhm.
Warriors maybe don't want to put Draymond Green in that trade.
In that trade. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So that's gonna be the holdup there. But they might want to do this for LeBron, for
If you
example.
want those four players, we can add Gabe Vincent to the mix.
So the Warriors have to give up more, but that's
Yeah.
basically the premise of the trade. Is
Right.
that I think the Warriors go for this kind of trade. Really, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
they're horrible right now,
Yeah.
and adding LeBron to the mix. Well, obviously he's not as effective as he was, but
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you're still passing to Steph Curry, man.
Just passing to
You're still
Steph
passing
Curry.
there.
You're passing to Jimmy
Okay,
Buckets. You know?
right? This still this might work for them, and I think they go for
It might.
if this is
Yeah.
something that LeBron wants. Okay, so
Yeah.
LeBron has a no trade clause, so it
Mhm.
cannot be traded
Right.
outright. So there has to be an agreement of is this
Waving the
LeBron
no trade. Yeah.
would LeBron want to go to the Bay and finish out his career there? Is that something you think he would do? Because this rumor is not new. There were rumors that the Warriors wanted LeBron anyway.
That would be really awkward though, like for a farewell tour. Like you only spent like one and a half seasons with Golden State, and they're gonna treat you like like you're gonna walk off like a Warriors legend, after just playing
Well,
with them on a year and a half.
well, here's the thing: LeBron
Yeah,
is a mercenary.
yeah,
He's not. Look, if you're gonna if you're gonna associate LeBron with the team, you're gonna get a lot of mixed opinions.
yes,
Some people are gonna say Miami because he won two straight there. He won his
right.
first there.
He won his first there. Yeah,
Some people are gonna say Cleveland because that's where he
Cleveland.
was drafted.
That's
That's
his
where he
home.
was from. The
That's his hometown.
2016
Yeah.
ring,
Mm,
right? So those are the two teams that people are gonna say that
right.
LeBron is closely associated with. So
Right.
I mean, he's a mercenary. That's what he is.
He's a mercenary.
He,
Yeah.
he's not your old school superstar lifer.
Hmm.
That trend of jumping teams started with him.
Right.
So I don't think that's awkward at all. It's just
Yeah.
par for the course, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what do you think about that? Is that
Hey,
something that LeBron would want, or is that do you think he'd go for it?
I think the process. There's nothing more enticing to LeBron James than the prospect of playing with all stars.
Mm.
So I know Curry and Jimmy Butler are kind of on the decline as well, but for that is still a formidable trio, and that's still I would still think that would be enticing for LeBron James to to be part of that team.
Yeah, because if the Warriors don't give up too much, they still have a lot of depth. And
Mm.
take note, a lot of ring chasers would want to jump on this bandwagon
Oh
if
yeah,
that's the case.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the thing. So,
oh yeah.
um, it's gonna be an interesting
Mm.
look. Trade season is upon us, really. So
Yes,
there's a lot of players that can be traded in, I believe, a week or so.
right.
So we're gonna see
Yeah.
a lot of trade scenarios
Mm.
leading up to the trade deadline, and we're
Right.
gonna look forward to those.
Oh yeah,
But but for now, we're just gonna watch out for our Lakers. They have a game
yeah.
today against Ja and the
Ja.
Grizzlies.
Yep.
They have two games against the Grizzlies coming
Mm.
up, and one of the easiest schedules really coming up to the Grammy trip.
The
But we'll
Grammy
discuss
road
that
trip.
next
Yep.
week.
Yeah.
But for now, thanks for hanging out with us.
Right.
We appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
Please like and subscribe, and
Mhm.
see you next week.
See you next week. Peace.
Cheers.